It's so silly of me to act like I don't need you back. When all I can think about is that since I seen you last, I know I didn't have to walk away. All I had to do was ask for space. I'm telling you, be on your way. When I told you to fall back, so can you come pick up your clothes? I had them folded. Meet me at the door. It's still open. I know it's getting cold out, but it's not frozen.
I know y'all didn't like that. I know y'all didn't like that. You feel me? But I had to do it. You feel me? This Kehlani song, which I want to look up who wrote this. Actually, that's my own interest. I know people in the. Actually, we should know because it's part of my theory. Songwriter. Who wrote it? Kehlani co-wrote Boulder with several talented writers. Took several niggas wrote this short ass. Yo, niggas don't got no talent anymore. Black people fell off. Or mulattoes or Puerto Ricans or whatever Kehlani is. You feel me? Several talented writers and producers included Darius Dixon, Kamal Wilson. These are all niggas. Andre Harris and Chris Riddick Tynes. So these are I didn't even look this up before the show. Let me make sure. Yeah, these are all niggas. I don't even gotta make sure. These are all niggas. And it's illustrating my point. And Platypus, I forgot what's your full name again? Oh yeah, Platypus Dreams says he likes my dancing, so let's do it again.
It's so silly of me to act like I don't need you back. When all I can think about is that since I seen you last, I know I didn't have to walk away. All I had to do was ask for space. I'm telling you, be on your way. When I told you to fall back, so can you come pick up your clothes? I had them folded. Meet me at the door. It's still open. I know it's getting cold out, but it's not frozen.
All right, I got you, Platypus. I know you wanted to see that again. But this Kehlani folded song has picked up a lot of traffic, a lot of traction on social media. You feel me? And there's a line of women complaining that men have taken the song over. Like men have taken it and made the song their own or whatever. You feel me? And it's not really the whole song because I haven't heard the whole song. The part of the song is, let's go right here with it. The part of the song that is has a little viral clip says, "So can you come pick up your clothes? I'll have them folded." Let me put this on the screen. Let me put this on the screen because niggas don't understand. Hold on. Because I know people think I'm saying some BS right now. No, this is about to get deep. You feel me? Let's get this up here. So this is the part of the song right here. Right here. That's going viral. And I haven't heard the whole song. I just read through it because I know there's going to be some BS in there. We're going to get into that. But That's not about that. It's about what is being used for the meme, what is being used for the chaos magic. And now I have different opinions. Now that I saw it's a bunch of niggas, I got a bunch of warlock niggas got around to write this. You feel me? So here's the what's getting popping on social media. So can you come pick up your clothes? I have them folded. Meet me at the door while it's still open. I know it's getting cold out, but it's not frozen. So come pick up your clothes. I have them folded. You think? Why do you think men are like picking up on this song and like it? Besides it being a little vibey beat, whatever. You feel me? I don't know any other Kehlani songs. I don't know. You feel me? People know I'm out the mix. I barely know what's going on in the world. But let me know. There's two people here in the chat. Let me know why you think this little section of the song is getting so much traction. You feel me? I want to talk to you guys about this. So can you come pick up your clothes? Why do you think that is catching on to men so much? And it goes with some of the other premises I made in prior shows about. It goes with some of the premises I've had in prior shows about the destruction and the degradation and the dismantling of Black music. You feel me? And Black music was keeping everybody together. If you notice, when the white boy cool rock shit came out, that was divorce music. You feel me? All the Black music before that had like love in the titles and shit, and love heavily in the lyrics, that was keep the family together music. Do you remember R&B from way back? Like before my time, I listened to old music from way back. Niggas would be wanting to keep the family together. Women were like very humble. I just want a piece of your love. I just want whatever I can get from you, please. You feel me? And both men and women were simping for each other equally, and that made a better society. Let me not even say it's equal. I can't quantify that. But they were both simping for each other, and it made for better relations between men and women. You feel me? Not everybody got to be tough as shit. Everybody's a gladiator. Everybody's a goddamn got their sword and their shield. Platypus says, women leave stuff at your place to mark their territory. That's facts. But that's not what we're talking about. She's saying, let's it's on the screen, Platypus. She's saying, so can you come pick up your clothes? If your clothes are at her house, I have them folded. You don't have a whole bunch of clothes over there. This is not like everything to the left, everything in your fucking house to the left. In my house, I got this stuff, whatever. This is not one of those songs. This is old school R&B, almost on the feel of that. Like, and see, if you look at the very first lyrics, that's where the BS is. Because he said, I didn't have to walk away. All I had to do was ask for space. But you know, if you're my bitch, you don't got space. You mean go to the other room for a little while? You mean go to the other room for a little while, or use the restroom or something? Like, well, what are you talking about? But that's not important. What's important is what they're using for the meme magic, which is the hook. And men have picked it up heavily. And I think what it exposes is that niggas will lose their mind if a bitch just says she will fold your clothes. If she's halfway pleasant, halfway humble, and says she'll fold your clothes. You feel me? And then and women on social media are talking about, oh, men have taken the song, and men are feeling it so much because men are like, damn, there's a bitch actually talking about in this whole song. She's not talking about her pussy directly, and she's being halfway pleasant, being halfway apologetic, and she's saying she'll fold my goddamn Amiri jeans. That's what she'll fold my Amiri jeans and my True Religions. You feel me? Maybe people don't see the significance in it that I see. I see that bitches are exposed through the Kehlani Folded song because they're saying, oh, men have took it over. Men like it more than us. We know men might like it more than you. The bitch says she gonna fold some clothes. You bitches don't care how good the song sounds. You even for your man, even the married bitches don't want to fold. Come on, Doug. That's what it's exposing, and it's also exposing that men are deprived and thirsty for somebody to do some simple shit for them. You feel me? Some simple shit. Come pick up my clothes. No, you can have you can have those true religions, bitch. I'm getting money. That's what the YN say. You can keep those Amiris. I know I left a pair of my Balenciagas over there. Bitch, I'm cracking cards. So can you come pick up your clothes? You feel me? So let me say, like, I don't know if it's gonna be. Excuse me. Let me take some water. I don't know if this is gonna be a very long show because as I usually freestyle. But I just want to comment on this, and it's like I don't think I maybe it's affecting me more because I'm not really on social media like that since I've been messing with this new business. I'm kind of getting in an improving stage. I have to be on social media more. I don't have to be engaging in all these BS, but social media is Yazabal. It's fucking it's Satan or whatever. It starts to draw you in. It's made by scientists that know how to work with your mind. So you're going to end up death scrolling. You feel me? Platypus says, my woman folds my clothes. You're not the average dude, Platypus. You're a black man in Australia. Say it with me. Black Australia. And you're not Aboriginal. You're original, but you're not Aboriginal, indigenous to the land. So they give you a little bit more respect. You feel me? If you were Aboriginal, that colonizer bitch would not be folding your clothes. You feel me? She said, you'd be like, oh, baby, can you fold my clothes? She'd be like, if you don't get the fuck out of my face with that didgeridoo and all that bullshit. So won't you come pick up, bitch? You can keep the Amiris. Yeah, but in all seriousness, it's what I've been saying for a while. The degradation of Black music was a degradation of society as a whole because our music, which is self-evident, has a hole on the whole goddamn globe of people trying to copy us. So guess what? Back in the soul music days, guess what the whole world was trying to copy? Everybody, Vietnamese motherfuckers were making funk songs talking about love, being stronger, tighter, family. Can you imagine a Vietnamese barbecue song? Can you imagine a Filipino version of We Are Family? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine a Swedish version of Kenny Burke Rising to the Top? Keep rising to the top. Give it all you got. Black people who were seen as these, or the media pushes this, oh, you're overly aggressive and you're low intelligence and all that shit. But in all reality, if you look at the track of just the music, we're not even getting into deep history, the sciences, the arts, and all that shit, the Renaissance, teaching niggas to bathe and all that shit. We're talking just about the music. We taught you how to be on a frequency of love and not bullshit. And then once the art was totally in the grasp of the white man or the small hat, they're the same person to me. As soon as it was totally in the hands of the white man or the small hat, they then were able to transmute our energy into bullshit, use it as a weapon. You feel me? And that started happening early and gradually. Because early in the degradation of Black music, you couldn't just come in, you couldn't just come in and take a random person and then here, do this random bullshit because we were still attached to the true vibration. We were still attached to true talent, true novelty. We were still attached to that. You feel me? So they had to do it gradually. Back in the days, they had to find, that's why have you noticed that in the modern era, if somebody gets famous in any way, they're kind of famous forever. They're famous forever. They can just be around. They don't got to keep performing at a level. I know Platypus, I know you know this because I think you're around my age or a little older. You know there were mad one-hit wonders. And one-hit wonder is not a social media thing where one of your little social media clips pops off and then that's not a hit. We're talking back in the days when niggas really had hits. And if you think about how many people back in the days had hits, songs that we like till this day, and they never had another hit. And they never had a third album. You feel me? They got that second album, it flopped, we forgot about them. There was too much talent. There was too much novelty fluxing through the field. Too much novelty. was fluxing to the field. If you couldn't keep up and you couldn't perform, we moved you to the side because we had so many other people who wanted to come up and show their talents and show the unique aspects of their soul. You feel me? So over time, through their selection of talented people, they slowly, what's the word? Grafted, like Yakubians. They grafted themselves onto the music. And by grafting and creating this parasitic symbiotic relationship, it weakened us. And we were also enticed through the money because, everybody needs money. We're in a system of usury. Also perpetrated by the same people. So since we're in the system of usury and we need the paper, people who they ain't built like me, you feel me? People who aren't built like me are gonna do whatever. They'll become NWA. They'll be who else? All these anybody you can name who I just want to think of some early people, but they'll become whoever's making the destructive music, and they'll do the job. You feel me? But now, and here's something you notice too. All right, I see your comment, Platypus. I'm about to get it. And here's something, pause. And here's something that you notice too. Do you remember back in the days when we were young, how white people looked at rap and dancing? They looked at that shit with amazement. Like, how do you do that? What the hell? How do you do that? Oh my, God damn it, Joanne. These niggers get on my nerves. They get on my nerves, but they sure can dance. We're looking at the rapping and all the artists are also these actually sciences, quantum sciences, but these things that they fit in the box of our artistry, they were looking at that with amazement. What did they do? They could not do it. They could not perform it. They tried plenty of time. They tried. So they had to degrade the science, degrade the sciences. So they were able to perform them. And then what do you get? The dancing gets lower. The dancing goes from straight novelty coming out of the chaos field. It goes from that to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to TikTok dances. You don't gotta be maybe you gotta be a real one to create the dances because they steal a lot of the trends or whatever. But to perform these things, they are steps. This hand here, arm down, boom, boom, move like this, do to this, yeah, Superman that hoe. You feel me? They can do that. And they also brought down the level of the music so they could perform the music. And now once you have the shit at such a low level, you're degrading the vibration and the energy of the whole planet. The entire planet. You feel me? And because we're in the system of usury, people will perpetuate low-level shit in order to get these reserve notes. Shout out to Prodigy. I was under the spell of king rule and reserve notes, religion and fashion. I used to be flashy till I had a total recall, forgot what I already knew. It took me 33 years for me to see the truth. Let me get Platypus comment. There was a lot of those type of things. 20 years later, they do a whatever happened to so-and-so. Yes, there are tons of them. But look in the modern day. Now look at the more modern era. People who tend to get on, they don't never go nowhere. They can always get another come around. They can always stay visible. So these are people that we should not know. If we're not getting the pure energy, the vibration from the chaos field and shit like that, we shouldn't know you no more. But the internet, the evil AI, the malevolent AI, that's probably interfacing through the small hat and the white man. The malevolent AI is keeping these things and placing them there to keep us in a certain box. And this goes on with another one of my theories. People think I'm just blah, blah, blah. No. Another one of my theories is what the sentient AI wants, or the demonic realm, or whatever you want to call it, they want to be able to come through these, let me get it. They want to be able to have what we have. They want physicality so they can experience the full range of emotions, which is impossible. And through the logic of the machine, it knows that it's impossible to fully replicate what we are to full scale. No matter how much DNA replication, cloning, and all this nonsense, they can't get it. So what does the machine do logically at that point? It's like, if I can't go up there, you know what I can do? I can bring them down. I can bring them down to a level where they will interface with me. You feel me? If I can't rise to the level of existence, I will bring all of existence down. And that says a lot right there. You feel me? And then that's how it's all connected to the Kehlani folder. That's why niggas like it like that. So the bitch is being halfway pleasant and just not being angry. You feel me? There's plenty of songs by guys just not being angry. You feel me? Even weirdos. Like for real. All right. Should I move forward? Religious psychosis. I don't have any clips for. Let me get this off the screen. I don't have any clips for religious psychosis, but it's just so pervasive. And if I offend you, then maybe that's good, or maybe you can convince me, because I want, I'd like to have, like, as Jesse Lee Peterson says, perfect peace. Even though he's caught being I thought, Jesse, if you had perfect peace, why are you hiding being a homosexual? Even though those white niggas could be setting you up, that documentary about Jesse Lee Peterson being gay is very convincing. Very convincing. He's a little funny to me, but he's still hilarious. I haven't watched him in a long time, but he's still hilarious. So yeah, let me get to the religious psychosis shit. And it's also connected to the social media, me seeing social media more than I used to, and seeing these comments. And I'm like, yo, are these all bots? Because I subscribe to the dead internet theory. I subscribe to the dead internet theory. So are these all bots just trying to make us hate each other, and they're trying to make us hate each other and create engagement, which keep us on the platform, keeps the platform generating money, and also keeps control of your mind. So I try to shoot people some bail, but when I see people talking about certain shit, I'm like, yo. And you know how people get older? People get older and they'll be like, oh, F religion when they're young, and then they'll get a little bit older and start becoming religious. I think it's out of fear. I wish that would happen to me so I could cope. Because I see these people so locked in their religious psychosis. I'm like, yo, we are cooked. Now you can go ahead and add politics into the religious psychosis. But it is a religion now. Look at the TPUSA, and that Charlie Kirk ritual was amazing. It just, I guess because I'm a magician, I can see through it, but it's just like, chef's kiss, chaos magic, mean magic. You know why? Because first, the machine, the algorithm, the benevolent AI, the white man, the small hat, whatever you want to call it, first, it pushed Charlie Kirk out there. I didn't know his name. I didn't give a shit who this guy was, but guess what? I knew his face. I heard him say some things here and there. I didn't really give a shit about him, but I knew his face. I knew he was somebody. But now they do the ritual with him, and now there's a thing that's been brought to life. It's been born. TPUSA. Everybody knows this now. It is a thing. It is a thing. You feel me? And also, how do they fully I don't know what's the right word to use. Is resolve? I guess resolve is a good one. They fully resolve the ritual by doing the chaos meme magic with the Charlie Kirk face switch or whatever. So through all the social medias, they were using AI to put Charlie Kirk's face on everything. So it brought you from the beginning where you just saw a guy's face, you didn't know who he was. Then it brought you to this traumatic, it traumatized you, and as soon as they traumatize you, they give you the repetition. That's the mind control. And then they create this thing connected to this entity, the TPUSA, the Erica Kirk, whatever. And then they do the meme magic just to add a cherry on top of the cake of the face switching. So you knew this face, now you know what this face is attached to. Now you're seeing this face everywhere. It's become pervasive and spread all over the web and all over everything. Pause. You feel me? And that's just the Christian sect of the religious psychosis. You feel me? Sometimes I see Islamists. I don't want to call them Muslims. I'll call them Islamicists. You feel me? Sometimes you see these Islamicists, and I'm like, I see these people talking. Yes, like, oh, Allah is the way and the light, Muhammad and the hadiths and all this shit, and these niggas will kill you. Do you know how retarded this is? Niggas will kill you over retarded shit. People who know they're dirty. People who know they're dirty. People who know the Catholic Church is touching the kids and all that shit. People who know that you were beat into religion and all this shit. They know this. Yet they will still. I don't mind anybody doing what they want to do, believe what they want to believe. And if the people think, you're anti-God? And no, pal, I'm probably more spiritual than all you niggas. You feel me? I listen to gospel music. You know what? Back in the days, when, you know what one of the tests one of the homies used to have? Because I was showing him a lot of gospel and shit, and then he told me about it because this is when I was sampling some music and I was really into sampling a bunch of gospel samples, and we were playing some at the crib, and let's just say it's a trap. You feel me? We were playing it at the trap, right? So he's trapping at the house, but we're playing gospel music in there, right? And the people were coming in who usually try to stay a long time, and they were getting the fuck out of there. They were getting the fuck out of there, and I wasn't even thinking about it. The homie was like, yo. The homie was like, yo, because people know how I talk, and if you were listening to me, you might want to make the assumption about me that I'm anti-God, he's into some weird dark shit. No. But he made the point to me. He was like, yeah, he's like, yo, so people can't handle that shit. He's like, sometimes I'll put on some high vibration, so some high vibration reggae or some shit like that, some roots music or some gospel, and you'll see people just be uncomfortable. They got to get the fuck up out of there. So I believe in the power of the vibration and energy and the intention coming through certain music, even if the vessel delivering the message is imperfect. Because everybody's imperfect. So, you know what's not perfect? Excuse me. You know what's not imperfect? Righteousness. Righteousness. The chaos energy. You can't fake it. You may be able, you're a conduit for it, and it might come out however it comes out interpreted in this reality, but we're still getting a bit of what we yearn for, the righteousness, the real, the pure, the same thing that you feel. Most people probably haven't felt this in a long time, but I'll never forget it because I used to b-boy. You feel me? And I'm just old enough on the end of going to house parties and going to the club a little bit, dancing with bitches, just on the end of it. And I didn't even get the fire one. We were in the club when the snap dancing and shit was going down. You feel me? And I was young. I wasn't supposed to be in the club. That feeling, I don't know. Maybe most people can't explain it because this is not just me being. This is not conjecture. This is proven fact through quantum mechanics research when they get into flow state. And one of the highest levels of flow states that they're studying, and they're probably still studying, they stopped talking about it because they're discovering some shit, is freestyling. You feel me? So anybody who's really ever nice with rapping, and you got into this pocket where you're living in all time, where you're omnipresent, you are referencing the past, you are speaking in the present, and you're thinking about the future all at one time. You were living all over. You feel me? You were totally expanding your consciousness beyond the grid of this oppressive system. And you think you're doing some simple bullshit, but that feeling that you had, that shit that you couldn't describe, that's what it was, connecting to source. And people used to do that shit all the time. People used to do that shit all the time. If you ever dance, truly dance, if you ever b-boy, you really know what it's like to be like a random pop-off battle somewhere in fucking parking lot or some shit like that, or at a b-boy jam, cypher battles or some shit where you won't even know where your energy came from. You don't know how you're going. You don't know how you're going that many rounds. You don't know how you're hitting some of these moves. How you're creating new moves in the moment. You don't know where they're coming from. And when you hit this shit, the whole cipher can feel it. It reverberates like a rock, like a fucking rock. It reverberates like a boulder hitting the ocean. Boom, shang, boom. There's this energy that comes from the chaos field, the source, the 0 point. You see it hit everybody. Ooh, you gotta react. Ooh. You get the ugly face. Ah. You feel alive, a bit savage. You feel me? And we're doing ourselves a disservice by not tapping that anymore, because I'm giving you my personal experiences, but niggas used to do this all the time. We had records with diamond tip needles touching on the grooves, creating translating pure vibration. And then you're in a room full of other people who are all tapping into the source. So when we used to have these parties and be dancing and vibing and all that shit and just being in a good energy, we were doing a lot in there. We were raising our intelligence, we were healing ourselves, all types of shit was happening during those times. But people told you not to do that. They told you it wasn't cool. Guess who told you it wasn't cool? You think niggas by themselves decided that gathering and doing our thing wasn't cool? Niggas didn't decide that, because every time the rare moments that you get to do it, even though in your mind you've been programmed to think you're going to get around niggas and it's going to be problems and everything's going to get wrong, even your own family, like, I don't want to deal with them, blah, blah, blah. Once you get past that chatter, that demonic chatter in your mind, and you actually get around them, you're feeling good as shit. You're feeling good. You're like, ooh. You're feeling good. Barbecue music. You thought you hated everybody there before. Now you hugging. You feel me? You thought it was gonna be some long awkward conversation you had to have with anybody. Now you dap up, you hug. Oh, you want to get a plate? You're back in the vibe. The music's on. You two-stepping. We're slightly at the same time we're conversating. We're slightly tapping into the 0 point energy. Come on, man. I really want to get deeper into these concepts. I might have to make a separate channel, and I need to make visuals with this. I think this might be my way to pop on YouTube, because nobody's diving into this shit like I am. You feel me? And that in the religious psychosis, here's the thing: we were so tapped into the energy that the religious psychosis, we were transmuting that energy. We couldn't even get caught up in the psychosis because we were so connected to source. Even though we were the most church-going people and all that shit, we turn that energy within those systems, within those buildings, into our own shit. We are stronger. Our ideas, our vision, our imagination is stronger than the bullshit system the cage they try to put over us. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. You feel me? Let me drop the link. Let me drop the link in case somebody wants to come up here. Let me drop the link. Boom. Drop the link. Now, if somebody was up here chopping up about it, maybe I'll go deeper into these concepts, but I think I've proven my point. And I've said this a couple times in different ways. Nobody can refute this. Nobody can refute this. And I love connecting the spiritual and the occult aspects to hardcore science. Pause. You feel me? Mundane sciences and the fringe sciences and the quantum mechanics which they're researching. You feel me? It all comes together. If you can unravel this shit I put together, do it, please. Do it, please. Because there's something you know one thing I love more than anything? Not knowing. Huh? It's gotta be crazy for you people who know everything. You're on top of it all. You know everything, right? You do some shit, like you make a little money and you think you've accomplished something. Like you've done something. Like you escaped the hell. You escaped the samsara, the Maya, the Kali Yuga, whatever you want to call it. No. Because even with people in my personal life, it's hard to explain to them, like, I know I'm 100% in hell, and if I could rationalize and truly logic myself into just checking out, getting out of here, I would do that. That's how much I hate it here. That's how much I hate it here and hate all you people. You dirty, disgusting humans. That's how much I don't like it. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna become some emo goth motherfucker or I'm just gonna be some incel or some weird shit, which I couldn't be. I'm a tall, good-looking nigga. It's impossible. Bitches that they're throwing a pussy at me, dog. You feel me? Looks maxing is real. I don't got to do it. I'm in the hype club. Sorry, but I'm not gonna get just down on myself and all this shit because I realize I'm in hell, nigga. I'm too arrogant for that. If I'm in hell, I'm looking for the devil. I want to throw hands. Fuck you, nigga. That's how I feel. That's how I really feel. All right. All right. Should we move on to Kurt Metzger is an agent? Because I didn't save any clips for this, but I could easily pull up any clip of him right now, and it will illustrate what I'm talking about. Even though I would like 2 specific clips, I would like to. And I know because people make statements, you want to put them in boxes. Don't put me in a box. I'll declare what I am. I'm not afraid of you motherfuckers. You feel me? But the 2 specific clips I'd like to see of him is excuse me, I like to display to you guys right now is he always talks about flat. He goes crazy with all these different theories, peppering truth with lies. You know how they do. And then he'll drop in that people who believe in flat Earth are idiots. And then he'll say, I know, we went to the moon because they put a blue Masonic flag on the moon, and they did that because they had to do it. So I know we went to the moon. So he'll press that hard and call people stupid who deny it, and he'll also say, "Oh, it's not the small hats. That's stupid. It's not the small. You're just stupid." But everything else is a free for all. He goes crazy with everything else. Everything else is a free for all. Then he'll pepper in how you're stupid about these certain things. You feel me? Even though he has zero evidence of anybody going to the moon, he has zero evidence of the shape of the Earth or the plane that we're on, or nigga don't know reality better than you. But he's gonna fast talk you and tell you, oh yeah, it's cool to research and look into things, but then he'll draw a hard line on certain things and tell you you're stupid. And then when you become a Metzgerite, you feel me? Or one of these stupid it's really some mundane, low-level animal farm shit who go over there and listen to this guy. Let me just pull up a clip. Hold on. Let me just pull up a clip. Metzger. Moon. Let's see if I pull up the moon, if the moon clip will come right up. Wait. I got to spell this a German name. And excuse me, guess what? Somebody tried to, in another video I did where I mentioned Kurt Metzger, I was like, yo, this guy's like a small head idiot to me, clearly. You feel me? And excuse me for some of the good white people. I just, I don't differentiate. You know how you guys do it? I throw you all in there. You're small hats, you're white, you're all the same thing. He's clearly a small hat white agent to me. You feel me? Somebody in the comments was like, he's German. He's German. Oh, there weren't any Jews in Germany, but he goes, oh, he's German, and his last name literally means butcher. I'm like, oh, you thought you came over here and cooked me. Oh, nigga, you're an NPC piece of reality giving me more information. You feel me? So Metzger means butcher. So Kurt the butcher is butchering reality. He's butchering your perception. You feel me? This dickhead. Hold on. My bad. Let me get this up here. He probably flagged me too, because I'm calling him out. Let me get this up here. And the thing is, once white people start following somebody and they think he's a good guy, these people are insane. The people that just come over and attack you. What do you mean? Oh, you're dumb. I'm surprised that we don't have anybody in the chat spelling out nigga with a hard R, one letter at a time. That's their favorite thing to do. I got this up here. Yeah. Let's see if he goes right into it.
At the end of the day, well, I say we, I didn't, because you.
Perfect. He talks about it immediately. You feel me? You see how God works?
Instead of having to rely on this, that's why I think we did go to the moon at the end of the day. Well, I say we, I didn't, because you wouldn't put a blue Masonic flag up there unless you have to do that.
Look how stupid he sounds saying that. How he knows it makes no sense, but that's the only thing he can contrive to defend this position and then move away from it really quickly. Everything else he gets really deep into and acts like I read this and did that and all that, but they put a blue Masonic flag up there. What the fuck are you talking about? Weird ass nigga.
Instead of having to rely on this, that's why I think we did go to the moon at the end of the day. Well, I say we, I didn't, because you wouldn't put a blue Masonic flag up there unless you have to do that. Okay, if, like an American flag, okay, you're faking that you were there, and that's to lie to me, the chump at home who is American, right? Okay, but you can't do that with a secret society flag. No, you got to fucking. The ritual significance of that is, to me, is very great, and I don't think you're allowed to fake that. Now, I'm sure
he's just saying a bunch of nothing backed up by nothing. A bunch of nothing that's backed up by nothing. That's being produced by people who are known obfuscators. Excuse me, I know I'm pronouncing that shit wrong. Obfuscation. People who, people are goddamn liars. Liars and people are trying to hide the truth and cover it up. But you're just saying they have to. You dive deep into everything else, but then you're just like, hey, they said they did this, so they had to do it, right? You fucking agent. And everybody who watches this guy, and if you watch it for entertainment, that's fine. But everybody who watches this guy, like he's really diving deep and going into information, anything really beyond the mundane, and anything he does go into beyond the mundane, it's more just to cloud and muddy the waters and shit like that. You feel me? And you're dumb.
Multiple whatevers are fake, and I'm sure like what would happen if something bad? Everyone's going to get to watch it live on TV. They weren't going to there has to be something already built in. There's already missing footage with various explanations of like, yeah, they had spy footage there that they're collecting. All the way up to there's like lizards giving him the finger around the rim of the grave. They cut out the thing. They're here. They're giving us the finger. That's the one that I heard. I can't remember who told it to me.
Just complete nonsense. You feel me? And these are and this is one of the main guys being pushing the algorithm heavy as one of the arbiters of truth. One of the people who are really getting into it, diving deep into subjects and all this. Man, complete nonsense. And it's like, it's just a coincidence that he's from the Rogan sphere, been through the Rogan training program, been on the Rogan show and all that shit. Like, come on, man. And I thought I would dive deeper, into the subject about Kurt Metzger, but I don't know. It's kind of sickening to me, and I'm like, why am I explaining it? Anybody who I gotta explain this shit to, you're cooked. You're cooked. You're totally done. You feel me? Yeah, but Kurt, you're lucky that I'm lazy and I don't really care about you. You're just an aspect of hell. You're here in hell. You're one of the demons working for these motherfuckers. Kurt the Butcher Metzger, Agent Butcher. You feel me? Oh, Tracy Twyman, look at all this stuff. He was talking about Tracy Twyman so heavily. To me, he was just talking about Tracy Twyman to get you to do weird shit. Because I know most people don't have the discernment I have. Yes, I've looked into all types of occult. I've read books that you'll never come across. I dropped big money for books when I was hustling a lot. Let me not get specific. When I was hustling, making a lot of money, I was dropping a lot of that shit on books. You feel me? Dropping out on books, getting deep into the torrents, finding the big compressed files full of banned books. I dove deep into the occult, all the dark shit. But guess what? I noticed there's a difference between me. That's why I like being disagreeable. There's a difference between me and most people. They'll do that shit. They'll have their ego and their desperation and connected to each other, and they'll read certain things, and then they'll try to do certain practices, certain rituals and shit like that. But I hate everybody. I don't want your ritual. I don't want your system. None of that. I'm picking through this shit to find what I can use for myself. I will never try to bind a spirit or invoke something or anything corny like that. And they go, why? I'm better than them. My spirit is as older than them. Don't give a damn about no goddamn Baphomet. Fuck that nigga. Respectfully. All right, how long have I been here? It's a pretty quick show. Pretty quick show. You know what? Maybe I'll just hang out now. Because it has been a while. It has been a while since I've had a show, and maybe we'll see what the Cyber Japan dancers are doing. Yo! I should have put this. This has to be a show by itself. I should have put this in the title because we could have spoke about what I put in my community post about foreign only Floyd, the passport bro who got caught in Brazil. They said he got caught with something like young, like not even like you got caught with a 16 or 17-year-old. I'm not saying that's good. I'm not saying that's good, but I'm saying there's a difference. At least to me, there's a difference. Like when the Epstein files, how they're keeping everybody all distracted with that shit. Oh, what about that shit? Nigga, for what I've seen in the Epstein shit, even though I know he was doing the dirtier shit, from what the evidence I've seen, these were some young ass hoes, prostitutes and shit. Bitch 17, 16 selling pussy. Is it good? No. Do I condone it? No. Would I participate in it? No. But do I care about it as much as the actual children being taken through the satanic ritual programming and all that? No, I care more about the babies. The babies. You feel me? Wait, Piper says, never heard of this dude. Who's the chick in the thumbnail? Oh, that's Kehlani. That's Kehlani. She got a little body on her. You feel me? And she was out here. I think, does she have a man now? You know how bitches, bitches are evil. They just do whatever. I think she was like a dyke. I thought she was a dyke. Then this bitch come out talking about she folding niggas' clothes now. This is why you don't listen to nothing that women are talking about. One day they'll be telling you, no, it's not a choice. I've always felt like I wanted women. This is how I've always felt. A few moments later, can you come pick up your clothes? I have the morning, meet me at the door while it's still open. Dude making the block hot. Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about Kurtman. Now we moved on. Platypus knows. Platypus saw that thumbnail. He saw her body. He's like, that bitch ain't folding shit. She wearing bikinis and eating pussy. That's it. That's the most of her work that she does throughout the day. You feel me? Puts bikini on, eats box, probably does some drugs or gets drunk. That's probably it. This goddamn dyke out here pushing the dyke lifestyle on all the girls, all the young girls. This bitch gets a couple years older, like goddamn 4 years older. Bitch talking about come pick up your clothes. I'm folding clothes. I'm cooking food. I got grits. I got cheese eggs. What you want, nigga? I got grits. I got cheese eggs, nigga. I'm gonna fold your clothes. You like fabric softener, nigga? You feel me? But yeah. Dude is making the block hot. And I hate that I will be associated with some nigga like this doing weird shit. Even though, it's worse for us because they try to put everything on the black man. You feel me? Oh, the black man is the face of international child trafficking. How the fuck did that happen? The black man is the face of international child trafficking. Hey, yo, you know what? Maybe Floyd is a psyop because there wasn't no niggas on the Epstein list, and then Floyd gets caught with kids. Is this nigga? Is Floyd an agent? Is Floyd an agent? You feel me? Because I you know what? We need to do a complete Passport Bro show because these guys are like a goddamn cartoon. I really want to be associated with these guys so little that when I go to Colombia again, if I go to Medellin, I'm not flying directly into Medellin. I don't want to be associated with these guys. I'm flying to Bogota with a suit on. I'm flying to Bogota. And then I'll fly around the country domestic. Once you're in the country, you can fly around the whole country like domestic, super cheap, super fast. You feel me? I had first class in Avianca from Medellin to Santa Marta. Fire. First class in Avianca. So yeah, what was I gonna pull up? I got distracted with the Floyd shit. Cause that's crazy, dog. Because if anybody, so actually, before I go here, let me go to my channel. We'll give a little teaser on this. We'll go right here. My post, boom. Am I sharing it? Let's go share it. Like right here. This is what I'm talking about. Where's he at? Can I make this? What the hell's going on? I thought I could make this image bigger. All right. Zoom in like this. But hey, this is what Floyd had on it, dog. Floyd had this is psycho shit. Why can't I open this image? Why can't I open the image? Or whatever. This up top is like a hand puppet. This is psycho shit. Look at this little bear. He had mad phones, and people, the Passport Bros were having little meetings talking about it. I was spying. They're like, oh, they had somebody who was in cybersecurity who came up on there like, yo, Floyd is effed, but I don't think he's smart enough to do this. People need to watch my old shows that I did on Floyd, where I said he's playing slow, he's a psycho, and I think bodies are gonna pop up. I thought bodies were going to pop up, and I wasn't far off. If he's touching the babies, he probably done killed somebody. I saw the evil in Floyd. I'm like, yo, this is a big waterhead nigga. You're probably hard as hell to knock this nigga out. He's half retarded. You feel me? And when he's chilling talking, I can see, oh, this nigga's low-key an evil genius. He's a weirdo, but he evil. And he's low-key dumb smart. You feel me? He probably put all his intelligence into getting CP, into touching the kids. Like, guy's insane. Platypus, you know where I stand with this. I'm American, born in America, Bronx, New York. The American side of my family is more American than any of you niggas ever can be. Ever can be. I was talking to my grandparents about some history. I'm more American than you can ever can be. But I'm also half Jamaican. So the whole FBA fight, I'm just here to make you both angry. Sometimes I see FBAs and so-called tethers and whatever arguing, and I'll just go in the room and choose a side and rile them up. And I don't even care. Sometimes I'll just go crazy talking about the tethers. And then sometimes I'll go crazy talking about the Americans, just to rile you idiots up. You know, not you platypus, but just to rile people up. Rile people up who are caught up in this dichotomy. Like, anytime you're given a binary system, anytime you're giving what's the other word? A dual system, a duality, you need to be suspicious of that. You need to be suspicious of that. And I like FBA. I think it's fire. But I'm suspicious of it just because it's a dualistic system. And that's what this whole reality is built on. The red, the blue, the white, the black checkerboard on the Masonic floors, the twin pillars of Boaz, the two faces of Janus. You feel me? I could get deeper into this, but I know people aren't really into that shit. So anytime I'm giving a duality binary system within this construct, I'm very wary of it. You know what? I would like FBA more if I thought of it. I didn't think of it. It came from the air. First they tried ADOS. You feel me? Isn't it crazy how American descendants of slaves, isn't it crazy how ADOS was being pushed by a black lesbian? And then they had Black Lives Matter pushed by black lesbians. That's not suspicious to you at all? That's not suspicious to you at all. You know what? Maybe I'm thinking too deep. Maybe I'm thinking too deep. You know what? My bad. Enjoy your dualistic system. You feel me? And for one, I know I'm not bothering Platypus because he's in Australia talking about FBA. He don't give a shit about America or nothing or nobody black. That nigga got a house full of Australian women drinking beer right now. Big ass beers, oversized. The beers are almost comical. Big ass can of beer. You feel me? Big ass novelty. This nigga drinking beers that come from Acme. You feel me? Looney Tunes ass beers. Big ass barrel in his hand. Bunch of white bitches cracking giant beer. The beer is so novelty sized and out of control that he got white women using them both hands to crack the tab. They gotta grab the back of the tab with both hands, click it up. This nigga's talking about FBA, drinking Australian beer, having Australian children, having sex with 1 million Australian women. You feel me? Talking about foundational Black America. But have your fun, bro. Because I'm only making all these jokes right now because I'm jealous. I'm jealous for real. Who doesn't want 7 to 10 Australian women handing them comically large beers? That's actually one of my goals. I'm gonna put that on my bucket list. I'm gonna need about 7 to 10 Australian women handing me beer. That one when they say, "Hey, you want a beer?" How they say, "Hey, mate, you want an ale? Hey, mate." You know the bitches be sounding like niggas too over there. Hey, mate, you want an ale? I'm like, yeah, I'll have a beer. Feel me? I look over, this bitch handed me a goddamn bar stool. I'm like, at first I thought the bitch picked up a bar stool, and then I saw it had a tab on the top of it. Bitch grabbed the tab with both hands, had to lean back, had to arch her back and open the beer, hand me this big ass fucking beer. All right, let's see where we'll go with this. So won't you come pick up your clothes? I have them folded. Yeah. Hold up. Wait. For those who didn't see the thumbnail, this is what this is what Platypus is talking about. That's Kehlani. This is the bitch who says she fold. Wait, let me get on the screen. This is the bitch who says she folding clothes. This is Kehlani. This is the one who says she folding clothes. You feel me? So can you come pick up your clothes? I don't believe them. I think you're just trying to get me to go over there. And I'm gonna be pissed off when I walk in the house and my shit's still balled up next to the bed where I left it when I stepped out of them and started smashing you. My Amiris and my True Religions are just dashed all over your apartment after you told me they were going to be neatly folded when I arrived. My Balenciaga, the left Balenciaga's in the bathroom. The right Balenciaga's in the backyard. How the fuck did my Balenciaga sneakers get in the backyard? Or sneaker? One's in the goddamn bathroom. I thought you said my shit was folded. Oh, I know. I can still fold it. I want you to come over. Oh my God. I came over here because I thought that bitch was pleasant and I was in love. God damn. Jesus, man. Don't you ever tell me you folded some goddamn Amiri jeans and True Religions and you had wiped off my Balenciagas because you were a little belligerent last night and spilt some Remy Martin and apple juice on my Balenciagas. Bitch, you left me a whole voice message singing, talking about come pick up your clothes, and I get here, my shit's not folded. I guess it is still frozen, bitch. She don't even separate the colors from the whites. Her last year. Yo, this bitch didn't say that she was washing your clothes. I'm not giving her that credit. So I've had girls like that. I've had girls like that. I might leave something over there. I get back, it's washed, it's folded. I'm not getting. Look at the thumbnail. I don't think she folded. I don't think she washing shit. And if she did wash, she definitely not separating them. This bitch gonna pull out the all pink socks. My socks were white, and now I got pink socks. And she's like, "Why do you even care? You put them in your shoes anyway. They know why you're looking at your socks. Well, you got looking at your socks. You fucking another bitch. You fucking another bitch. Oh, you got looking at your socks, nigga. Nigga. You fucking another bitch, nigga." So won't you come pick up your clothes? I have them folded. Yep, you know what? Don't ever think I'm a full hater. Don't ever think I'm a full hater because I'm an arrogant nigga. And this is my preferred body type. This is my preferred body type. I will be real with it. I know you got this time. All right. Yeah, let's wrap up the show in the old school way. Let's wrap up the show in the old school. Yeah, let's do it like this. Old school way of wrapping up the show. So yeah, we're gonna wind down. Y'all know how we do. It's been a while, but we're gonna wind down. It's Christmas time. Yeah, it's Christmas time. Should I buy my side bitch some clothes? I don't know. Oh, it's Christmas time. Should I buy my side bitch some clothes? I don't know. So yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the ladies. It's been a while since I've seen the ladies. Let me fix this. Let me get them up. Let me make this proper. There we go. It's been a while since I've seen the ladies. As you know I like a slim bitch. So right here, Hara Chan, she's my favorite. It's been a while since I've seen them. She's still my favorite. And then next to her, we have Thicky, my second favorite. My third favorite's on the other side. Okay. So yeah, this has been a good show. Shout out to Platypus coming through, hanging out. There were some other people in here who didn't say anything. Or maybe you said something abrasive and the chat filtered it or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how YouTube works. I'm not getting paid, so I don't want to know the workings of the mechanism. You feel me? Let's see what they're gonna do. Are they playing some Christmas games or something? See, this is pleasant. I don't even care if the cake is some bullshit. They're making some bullshit cake that don't matter. At least they're trying. At least they're in shape and they're trying to do something. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they have any talent, but they have all the talent at the same time. You feel me? Okay, here's the thing. You get some Asian hoes together, they're stacking cups, doing math. If this was black women, they'd be twerking right now, talking about their pussies. You feel me? Bitch, that's my job. Let me talk about your pussy, and then you twerk on command. You don't just be twerking and talking about your box all recklessly random times of the day. Hey, nigga, my pussy bacon. Bitch, shut up. You think you're Cardi B or something? I couldn't bring myself to do a show on Cardi B, but I guess it's so abrasive to me because I'm away from these things. So whenever I'm in the car and I hear the radio or I'm with somebody who actually has a radio on, I hear some of this shit, I'm like, this shit is ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. But yeah. I want to go study. I'm gonna go study. Just smoke a little J and have a study session. First quarter's coming up. I'm very excited. You feel me? Trade or die. Okay. Okay. And I remember why I like this so much. The beauty of the Asian women is I never know what they're doing. And I like them more than the Latin women now because I learned too much Spanish. I learned too much Spanish. And once I learned when I was in Colombia, cursing out a bitch in Spanish and I can understand what she was saying to me and all that, I was like, yo, this shit's cooked. It's over. I fucked up by learning all this Spanish, thinking like feeling good, walking around speaking all this Spanish almost fluently, chopping it up with people and all that. Now I'm hearing it. I'm like, damn, this bitch is saying the same shit hoes in America are saying, but it's in Spanish and it's slightly more pleasant and sexier, maybe. But it's still the same bullshit. But this goes with the show too. I remember I was chilling with my bitch in Colombia, my little bitch I used to mess with. Was it a paid situation? No. Am I against paid situations? No. At all. So I chilled with my bitch in Colombia. And then, she just goes out her way, she sees the things laying around. She starts like organizing, folding the clothes. You feel me? She didn't have to tell me that she needed space and kick me out of her house to have to call me later to tell me okay, baby, please come back and hang out with me, please. I'll fold your clothes. No, she folded my clothes without me saying nothing. So, yeah, I learned too much Spanish. Yes, I learned too much Spanish and I messed everything up. That's why I want to go to Asia. I want to go to Thailand, Vietnam, maybe even Japan, and I don't want to learn shit. I don't want to learn none of the shit you're talking about. Nothing. Platypus is a masochist. He says, I like getting, no, a masochist, does that mean that you like inflicting pain on yourself? Or that you just mean you like pain in general? I can't remember. But Platypus is one of those guys, he said, I like getting cussed out low key. By who though? Are you talking about by Australian women with freckles and comically large beards for you? Are you talking about Australian women with freckles and giant cans of beer for you? That's who you like getting cursed out by. Or are you talking about the black woman? Because I don't enjoy getting cursed out by the black woman. It might be trauma from being raised by a black woman, but I don't like that shit. Black bitch curse at me, I'd be like, shut the fuck, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you gotta get out of my house immediately. And guess what? My white girlfriends, my white girlfriend never cursed me out. I'm trying to think now, did any of my white bitches ever curse me out? Not really. The one white bitch I did have that cursed me out, that's when I was half a pimp. You feel me? More of a Mac. I was fixing it to mix it. I had bitches in the strip club and I was selling coke and all types of shit. So she wasn't a traditional white woman. You feel me? She'd been in the game. She was a stomp down 304 and I love her. Shout out to London. Shout out to London. I miss London. Ooh, I miss London. Crazy. Like, I could tell, I could tell crazy stories. Let me not get into that. Platypus says, any woman. I don't like it. When I went to Colombia, when I was messing with girls in Costa Rica, it was never any time to be unpleasant, to be cursing me out. There's never no reason for it to happen. But when I was in Colombia and I got like where I was out there all the time and kind of dating bitches here and there, yeah, Colombian bitches are passionate and they do turn up crazy, like psychos, And I guess it was kind of hot sometimes because they definitely want to smash. You feel me? Like if a Colombian bitch is really mad at you, she'll probably curse you out, but she's not gonna come around you. And then she's gonna go smash another guy and make sure that you know about it somehow. And make sure that you know about it somehow. You feel me? But if she curses and she's there, or she comes around you after she's cursed on the phone, she's about to go crazy. She is about to go crazy. You feel me? I lived life like a Chinese curse. Very interesting. I lived an interesting life. You feel me? I didn't expect as a grown man to have someone to I didn't expect for shit to go. I don't even want to get vulgar on here. I didn't expect certain activities to be raised, for the bar to be raised for certain activities. You feel me? After all the baddies that I done messed with and how like you know what it is. I'm not saying I'm super cool. I'm saying I was involved in stupid shit, involved in hustling and crime and all that. And women are attracted to that, and they throw the pussy at you harder when you're involved in nefarious activities. You feel me? So I should do a whole show on the crazy story. Actually, I don't want to do. Niggas won't even believe it. Oh, nigga, yeah. I'm making it up. I'm lying. That's it right there. But let me just say, I didn't expect it to go to a next level, but I messed it up by learning too much Spanish. That's why we have to get to Asia this year. 2026, we touch in Thailand. Actually, too many passport bros and these guys are going to Thailand. Like, I think I'm gonna hit Vietnam. It's always been in my spirit to hit Vietnam for some reason. Shout out to Miss Singh. I wish I could find her again. Miss Singh had a little restaurant on 7 Mile Beach in the Grill in Jamaica. For multiple years, I used to go out there. Like every time I was in Jamaica, I go pull up Miss Singh. And the last time I went to Jamaica, this is after COVID and shit. I guess it after up over there. I don't know what happened, but Miss Singh was gone, dog. She was Vietnamese and she lived in Jamaica and she was doing like Vietnamese Jamaican food and she spoke English and a Jamaican. She spoke English patois in a Vietnamese accent. Cool ass lady. I wish I could reconnect with Miss Singh. Really wish I could reconnect with Miss Singh. I went out there on the last trip, like, yo, I gotta find her. Boom, boom, boom. Her sign was still up. I'm like, yes. I pulled up and I saw it was just like shut down. I was like, damn. But yeah, Vietnam. For some reason, I have very high hopes for Vietnam, and I have very high hopes for what was I gonna say? South Korea. For some reason, I have very high hopes for South Korea also. Platypus, you been to any of these places? Yo, we're gonna come back and do a whole show on, and maybe I can hit up Wavy. We can get Wavy to come back for a special show, because this is one of my favorite shows. When we used to do the Japanese women when they do the competition, that we start betting on them like racehorses. And I see they had 2 new episodes of this that I haven't watched, because I only really watch this when I'm doing shows. And okay, yeah, oh yeah, we're gonna have to do a whole show on this. Yep, we're gonna have to do a whole show on this. But yeah, I looked through the chat. Only Platypus was here. There's other people here right now, but it is what it is. Wait. Okay, hold up. Platypus says, nah, but I met some Koreans. I like Korean women. Me too. Yo, you want to hear something funny? I was in Miami, right? I was in Miami, and I was like, oh, with this black chick I was messing with, and I pulled up on the Asian mark, the iFresh, iFresh on West 63rd Street. You feel me? North Miami. I pulled up on the iFresh. It's like the Chinese Asian supermarket. It's like nothing but Asians in there. You know, they have the big ass tanks with all types of exotic animals that they're eating, seahorses and shit. So I'm in there with this girl, and I'm on the way out. You can get some of the seafood like cooked. You feel me? So I'm up at the thing to at the register. I tell her what I want, and then there's this Asian girl in there, so fucking cute, dog. This Asian girl was so cute. She was like with her mom or something. She had glasses, and she was like a tall Asian. It was like it was meant to be. It was random, and she didn't give a fuck about the black girl with me. Like she walked right up over to me like, oh, what's good, what's not good. Yeah, she was being super nice. I could see like super cute. You know, her fit was like fitting, like kind of gym sporty, but kind of like I'm in medical school. You feel me? Kind of gym sporty, no designer, kind of I'm in medical school, glasses, thin, tall, just pleasant. And I was in there with this black bitch, like, man, why the fuck am I in here with this black girl right now, dog? Like, what the fuck? This is not every day. This shit don't happen every day. A 6 foot tall Asian woman who looks like she's in medical school, who is all over you right now, and you got this black bitch right. What the fuck? That shit still weighs on my soul. I know I could have married her, dog. I wouldn't be on here talking to you guys if I would have talked to the Asian girl in the iFresh market on 163rd in North Miami. If I would have made that connection, I would not be talking to you guys right now. I'd be married with black children who are half Asian and tall as shit. A rarity. I'd be making some of the most incredible people on earth right now if I wasn't with that black girl. God damn this fucking black girl. If she wasn't there, if she wasn't there, by now, I would have some type of son who is half Asian. He'd be like 5 years old, and he'd be already like 5'11". He'd be 5'11". He'd be like 5 years old, 5'11" already. Smart as shit. You feel me? Advanced classes. I'm pushing him in the arts and in academia. You feel me? Muay Thai champion. You feel me? Perfect grades. Tall. Feel me? I have a family. What I got my No, why the fuck did I have that black bitch with me when I was fuck, man? Damn it, man. That shit bothers me. That shit really hurts, dog. People think I'm telling jokes, man. I still think about this girl. And it wasn't that she was crazy hot. She wasn't like super duper ridiculously hot or anything like that. She was just very cute. Just seemed like a good person. You feel me? She seems like she would say, now can you come pick up your clothes? I have them folded. And she would really mean it. And she wouldn't say, meet me at the door while it's still open. I don't got to meet her. She said, I'm going to come to the curb. Just open the window. It's not a big deal. Damn. Now I'm old. Now it's like 5-6 years later. I'm old. I'm online and I'm talking to you niggas when I should have I should have kids already 5'11" and shit by now. You feel me? And I don't care. I'd be a house husband. I got my business going. I'd be a house husband. She probably graduated medical school by now. You feel me? Plugged up, good job. I'm a house husband. All I do is chill at the crib and start businesses with my son. You feel me? Man, I'm kind of pissed off. I might have to go. Man. Oh my God, I fucked up. God, I fucked up. Damn it. Oh, that shit hurts my heart. I mean, and that black bitch was a piece of shit. Fuck her. Oh my God. I should have gave her one of my business cards for my business that I had at the time. And oh, you're interested in this? I should have played one of them bullshit and right in front of the bitch. Bam, take my business card. I know this is not good content. I know this isn't good YouTube live shit. I'm just going through it now. I'm just going through it now, man. Fuck. We had Korean dude in high school that could ball his ass off. Anything that Koreans do, they tend to do at a high level, and they tend to be overworked like a motherfucker. Like at least the guys I know, they're probably doing the same thing to the girls. But I know the guys be like, a nigga will be in medical school, be at the top of his class, be playing on a sports team, and be Taekwondo champion at the same time. And I'm not making this up. I see somebody who was doing that. This is one. Let me get Platypus off the screen. This is one of my favorite games. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a whole show about it. We're gonna do a whole show. I'm trying to get Wavy up here. We're gonna do a whole show. We're gonna have to go over the Cyber Japan Dancers high school games. And this is very professional. This is athleticism. This is sports. This is something that we're not just ogling over. We want to see their athleticism. We want to see their tenacity. We want to see them try their best. There's the duality, as we always know it, the red team and the blue team. And we want to see how it goes. We're here for the sport. We're here for the love of the game. If I just wanted to see hoes be hoes, look at all the emotes. Look at the emotes. If I wanted to see hoes be hoes, we could go straight to pornography. We could watch videos with black girls in it, constantly talking about their vaginas and turning around and shaking their butt cheeks at me like it's a goddamn weapon of mass destruction all the time. Is there any mystery anymore? A bitch backed her ass out at me like a goddamn pistol. Pulled her ass out. Like, here, nigga, look at me twerking. My pussy. No, can we calm down? Can we keep it light? Can we keep it light? But yeah, Flying Low, shout out, appreciate you. Platypus, appreciate you. And we'll do another one at some point. This is disagreeable. I'm disagreeable. We are disagreeable. I'm gonna go study and cry about not having that tall Asian girl because there was a black woman with me that day. Oh my God, so it's so bad. If it's so bad, if that black woman wasn't with me, I'd be married with a kid by now. He'd be either 5 or 6, and he'd be at least 5'11" already. And we'd be working. And I'm not pushing him to play sports. He's just gonna do that shit because he's nice with it. He's just nice with it. I don't even gotta push him. He's more concentrated on me teaching him how to trade and building businesses. Man, I fucked up my whole life. Let's just keep it a bean. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.